Look at this.
Those are gorgeous.
So now I can be very cruel if I need to be. So I'm going to do a quick inspection. I'm going to see there's no rot on the thing yet, because if they stay on too long, they start to rot. It's already ripened correctly. There's no bug holes. There's no trash. There's no soil on this.
Yes.
They can't even get soil on them because they don't touch the soil. So here's the cruel part, is I'm going to pick this, and we're going to look at this lovely berry, and you're going to watch me eat it. Ooh, my goodness. Isn't it terrible? You come out here and feed yourself like that.
Yeah.
It's good, huh? Okay, so let's go. Okay, here we have a patch of ever-bearing raspberries. This is the single most productive fruit crop that I have ever seen, that I can even imagine. I pick berries off of here every other day for almost 7 months. We have old canes that are brown, that are bearing right now. The trunk of those is brown. We have new canes that are green in the center. So the old canes are going to bear first. They're going to die. I'll cut them out and cut them away, so they'll be out of our way. And then the new canes are going to start about a month and a half after that, and I will be picking raspberries. And I've actually had raspberries some years, when we haven't had a real cold fall, on New Year's Day. So what is this, June? So I'm eating berries in June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 7 months. What can you eat for 7 months and pick them almost every other day? Look at these amazing things. They're just covered with wonderful berries. Look at that guy. Oh, yes. Maybe our cameramen will like to taste that. Please. Help yourself, ladies. So that's all you do.
Yep.
I do have these down to a very, very fine science. I could do a 2-hour video on just what I do to make these so successful. Believe it or not, this isn't a big patch of berries. This is 2 separate rows. And there is a special shaped trellis that I built that is a modified letter U. So in a U we have vertical sides. In a modified U, my sides lay out. So each side of this trellis lays out so that the heavy fruit hangs over the side. And that doesn't have fruit on it yet, but when it does, it will hang down here at waist level where you pick it. You don't pick the stuff off the ground. Cool, huh?
That is.
Yeah, okay. So, let's check out some blackberries. I hear you. You're gonna now find out why there's a chair in my garden. Look at the quantity of blackberries that are right in front of you right here. This is absolutely incredible. Wow. They almost couldn't have any more. The reason you have a chair is you're gonna pick for so long in one spot, you end up sitting in the chair and bumping the chair along. Now, one of the enemies that we have here, and once again I have these down to a fine science, the biggest enemy I have is birds. So the question is how am I going to net this stuff? Here we have these beautiful berries, and if I simply put a net over the top of them, the birds will land on top of the net and they'll pick holes in the berries right through them. So I've got to figure out some way to put a net on here that's easy so that I can also pick the berries and keep the birds away. So I thought about this for probably 5 years, and I came up with a simple solution. The solution was this. I concluded that when you put a T-post in the ground and you put clips around the T-post, you're actually creating a pocket down through here. So that's all I had to make. That's the only thing I had to make. It's pretty doggone simple. You can have somebody make them for you, whatever. So I have this. I have another one down here. And what do I do next? I need to spread the net out. So this is an aluminum extension ladder. So, aluminum extension ladder taken apart. What's next? Here's the netting. Now, one of the things that you'll notice is I have different nettings sized for different areas. This one says what?
Blackberry.
Blackberry. So here's my blackberry netting. It's perfectly sized to go on here. The other little trick you're going to see is every now and then you're going to see a piece of ribbon tied there. That's my center line. So when I'm putting it over here, I know where the center line is. Makes it real simple. So I'm going to hang the net over here down to the ground, and I have a bag, a bucket full of rocks back here. And about every 5 feet, I'm just going to put a rock on them. That's all I do. So when you come to harvest your berries, you kick the rock off, you lift up one side at a time, you harvest them, put it back down, and away you go. Now I'll harvest these berries every 3 days. They don't ripen as fast as the raspberry. I'll harvest every 3 days for 3 weeks. And after that, they're going to end, and that's the end of them. But oddly enough, what do I do with the net? And the answer is, the row of fruit trees right behind you is the same length. So that net will move from the blackberries to go over my apple trees. It's the same net, and I'll put it right over that.